Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Jess with Jess's Magical Memoirs, and I feel like I'm always recording either in this spot or in the kitchen, but today I have a really special vlog for you guys. This is my newly reborn, I guess we'll call it a reset vlog. It's about a week into the new year now, and I wanted to record a video of me doing all of the things that I am going to be more intentional about this year, I guess. I always love like the first few weeks of January because it's like a restart, like a refresh. Yeah, excuse my voice, but I like the beginning of the year because it's just like a fresh start. I always get triggered by like new things and new goals, and I'm pretty intentional about it in the beginning of the year, and I wanted to share it with you guys before like I fall into a slump. So here we are. It is Tuesday morning, and as you guys saw, like I got a few things done, but one of my new goals for this year was to walk at least 2 times a week. And I like to walk first thing in the morning because it gives me like a boost of energy, and it just kind of sets the tone and the mood for the day. Unfortunately, where I live right now, it is absolutely freezing. So it's about 10 degrees out right now, and I do not have any intentions of walking outside right now. I don't have like a treadmill or anything that I can do here in the house, so unfortunately exercise for today is not going to happen. Also, on top of that, I woke up with a pretty good headache, as you guys saw from the beginning of this video. This is my little headache cap, and I did my water and I took some meds. So we're gonna take it easy this morning and just chill and relax. I am gonna do some TA work in a little bit once I get the boys on the bus, so you guys will be able to see a lot of behind the scenes, like editing and TA work, a lot of work that I do from home. So I'm going to show you guys that today, and just this is like my anthem to be more focused and productive when it comes to my work from home things. I feel like I've done pretty good so far. Yesterday was like an off day for me. I didn't feel great, so I kind of took the day to just chill mostly. And I have given myself permission this week, specifically as one of my focuses, to focus on getting a bunch of work type stuff done, but also balancing that. So this is my journal. You guys saw me updating it earlier this morning, but for my focus this week, it just says listen to your body and your mental health, but also don't let it consume you. Focus on looking for work and job stuff while also getting some extra R&R. And I kind of had a feeling I knew I was going to need that this week. But yeah, so that is what this vlog is going to be. I am going to show you, I am trying to meal prep and start eating a little bit healthier, at least for myself. So you guys will see that in this video. This is basically just a routines, like a healthy routine, work from home routine, reset vlog. I had a stack of laundry that I had to get started. So you've already seen a good chunk of it, and we're just going to keep going with that for the rest of the day. Boy, did I pick a day to do a reset video, you guys. Ugh. So I literally had this thing on my head all all morning. It's now almost 9:30 and I still have my headache. It's like right here. It felt like it was going away, but then it like started to come back and now I'm a little bit lightheaded. My vertigo just doesn't want to let it go. So I'm gonna eat something. I usually don't eat breakfast until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, just because that's my most productive time of the day, believe it or not, is from the time I wake up to the time, like right around now, like 9:30, 10. And then I'll like take a break. Then I'll do a little bit more and then I'll have lunch and that's pretty much my lull. I was gonna keep grinding for another half an hour, 45 minutes, but my head is like, no. So I am gonna show you what I have been attempting to do for breakfast. Okay, I don't like to consider myself a lazy person, but I guess I do have lazy qualities about me. And I'm always trying to find ways to create healthy habits that are quick and easy. It's very hard to do. But something that I've started doing in the morning is making eggs in the microwave. Is the quickest way for me to get a semi-healthy breakfast while making it fast. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, how do you cook eggs in the microwave? But it's very easy and it really doesn't taste that bad as long as you know how to do it. I am going to show you guys how I do this. So I usually use like older mugs for this, ones that I don't drink coffee out of. So that is what we're doing. This is one of my little Good Morning Sunshine, so it's a really cute mug. And then I just take one egg. I don't eat a big breakfast. I don't. Usually I have sausage with this, but I have no sausages right now. So this is what we're doing. So you're gonna crack the egg right into the mug like that. Make sure you don't get any shells. And then I add just a dash of cold water. That's it, because it's only one egg, you don't want a lot. And then we have some salt and some pepper. And then we're gonna put a little bit of cheese in. This is dairy-free cheese from Walmart. Not a lot, just a tiny little handful. And then you're gonna go ahead and just scramble it up like you would making scrambled eggs. Make sure you have it scrambled up pretty good and that everything's off the sides. And then I go in with a little bit more salt. Okay. And then I actually put just a tiny bit more cheese on the top and leave it there. Don't mix it, leave it right on the top. And then we're gonna put it in the microwave. For one egg, I do 1.5 minutes. For two, you probably wanna do 2.5 to 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like, little egg in a mug. And you just wanna make sure the bottom is dry, usually is. If there's still egg or water at the bottom, you wanna put it in for like another 10, 15 seconds. And then I literally just mash this up, get it all broken up, mixed together, and then we're gonna go ahead and just eat it. Like I said, this doesn't make a lot, it was just one egg. And normally I have something else with it, but today we're just going with what we got. Sometimes I'll have fruit with this too, but I only have 3 bananas left and I wanna save them for the kids, so. But this should be pretty cheesy. There it is. And you can see it's cooked perfect. It's great. Like, it doesn't dirty a lot of dishes. It's a lot faster, less work, and hopefully this will take care of my head. I don't typically have like very big breakfasts, if I even have one at all, but I know that breakfast is really important and it helps burn calories throughout the day. So trying to get better at it, add it into my routine. And this is a good way to do that. That doesn't take up too much time. So I just went over to my iPad to upload the video and do my cover and all that. And it wasn't charging. And then I realized it wasn't plugged in correctly. So I am going to let that charge before I do any more with my iPad. I was wondering why it was so low when I woke up this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some TA stuff now and update my analytics and my information for YouTube and things like that. So I'll B-roll you guys to all of that, and then we'll go ahead and upload that video so you guys will be able to see that. I'll link it down below. It'll be up for you guys. And yeah, and then I'll take you through my meal prep for lunch. So that's what we got on the docket for the rest of the late morning, early afternoon. And then I have to switch laundry. All right, you guys are in my cabinet right now, so it might seem like a little high. I'm also very short, like, hello, little me. But I got very derailed on my TA thing, so that was fun. Oh no, is this still frozen? No. Oh no. I was gonna meal prep with you guys. Still can hear it. It's still frozen in the middle. Can't cook it frozen. I was gonna make this with paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of onion powder. And I was gonna just cook it on the pan and then make it with rice and have some of it today and have a couple more meals left for the rest of this week. But looks like your girl isn't doing that now. Maybe I will make this into like a 2-day video. I don't know. Processing. Maybe I will record the clip of me prepping it and stick it in to this video. Maybe we'll do that. So how about let's do that. So here's future me making that meal prepped meal and enjoying it. And then I'll be back. Okay, we are prepping the chicken. 1, 2. We're gonna bang these out a little bit. Okay, I don't have any more wax paper, so just gonna flatten them out a little bit. Okay, this one. All right, and we're gonna season these up. Gonna go in with my 4 must-dos. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I'm gonna pat it in. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the same exact thing to the other side. All right, we're gonna get my pan. I'm gonna move you guys. And we're just gonna set this to like a medium heat, like in between 4 and 5. And I'm gonna put some oil in the pan. You can use any oil, preferably olive oil is probably better, but this is like soybean and extra virgin olive oil mixed together. I don't know. I need to get me one of those like overhead things for in the kitchen. Okay, I do have a gas stove, so it doesn't take long to heat up. So I'm just gonna give it like another second, and then we're gonna go ahead and place the chicken in the pan, and then we will do our rice. By the way, you guys, this is the first time that I'm making chicken like this in decades. Yay for me for cooking healthier. I almost used my Dano seasoning, but I was like, no, we're just gonna go easy and simple because not everybody has Danos. We're just gonna lay that in the pan. This one too. We are gonna go ahead and let that start to cook. Okay, this in my hand is just minute rice. I'm gonna throw it in the microwave. I did about 1 1/3 cups, so we'll see. But it's just regular instant rice. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the microwave for about 6 minutes. Wanted you guys to see what the chicken looks like. We're gonna check the other side. I'm not the greatest with timing when it comes to these things, so you'll have to forgive me. Oh yeah, look at her. That looks so good. All right, now I know this probably isn't healthy, but I am going to take a little bit of butter and a little bit of rosemary, and we're just gonna put a little bit in the pan and then spoon it. It's probably about a tablespoon. And we're just gonna glaze. Oh yeah. So this is basically how I make my chicken thighs, but with skins and in the oven. And I'm trying to recreate it this way instead. And I need to check it because I'm not a pro at this. Nope, not yet. Okay, you definitely need to turn it down because it's taking a while and it's gonna burn. Flip it back over. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna let it finish cooking up, get the rice all set, and then we'll cut into it and put it into our containers and we'll be all done. Okay, I am just letting it rest now, and I'm gonna grab the rice out of the microwave, give this about 5-10 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and slice her up and put them in the containers. I'm gonna have a little bit today, and that'll be it for my little meal prep, and hopefully it comes out good. I'll show me eating it really quick so you guys can see the result. Okay, so I meal prepped, and then I put some in a bowl for myself for now. And we're gonna go ahead and try it. It was a little spicy. Yeah, oh my goodness. I need to stop like making myself think that I have to have skin on my chicken. Yum. That's so good. Because the skin is not good for me. I love it, but I can make this meal just as good without it. And honestly, this way it gets into the chicken. You know what I mean? It doesn't just stay on the skin. Don't get me wrong. I love my chicken thighs with my skin. Oh, it's amazing. But I can get behind this to help me feel better, maybe lose a little bit of weight. This is really good, y'all. And now we have 2 other meals for the rest of the week. So chef's kiss. Well, I hope it came out good. Today though, we're just throwing in leftovers. I have leftover pasta. Unfortunately, I don't have any more meat sauce. So that means improvising. I think I'm just gonna do like a lemon butter garlic sauce. Yeah? Yeah. That's what we're doing. This is not healthy at all. But you know, girls gotta do what a girl's got to do. So much for eating healthier today. Although we did have eggs for breakfast. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I am just gonna throw some butter in here. I'll put more in later when it's done heating up, but we'll put that in for now. It's like, I don't know, a couple teaspoons. Lemon juice. I don't have any real lemons, so we're going in with the fake stuff. I don't know. Is this considered fake? I don't know. From concentrate. Yeah. Okay, that, and then we're gonna do some garlic powder. Oh gosh, we're empty. Actually, I think I have another one. I think your girl has another one. I do. So garlic powder, and then once it's out of the microwave, I'll add in salt, pepper, and parsley. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have like any. Oh, hold on. I got sun-dried tomatoes. I already added lemon, butter, and garlic in there. Do you think it'll be okay? It might be. It might be okay, right? I mean, who's to say it wouldn't be? let's put them in. I forgot I got these. I'm just gonna add a few in. Not a lot, because this is leftovers. And I wanna make sure I have enough for another meal. I love sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of sun-dried tomato juice in there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, I should probably clean that off now. I have never done sun-dried tomatoes with lemon and butter. I usually do it with milk or cream. But hey, might be good. This is what it looks like right now. All right, I put that in for 3 minutes. So I'm gonna keep the butter out. I'm gonna put the lemon away. Let's get some Parmesan cheese. Go there, people. I'm gonna leave the butter out and the garlic powder out, and then we're gonna add the salt and pepper in after. And that'll be it. So I did pick these up. These are those protein Quest chips. You can get them in a big pack for $10. I, like a dum-dum, thought this was like a regular size bag. And it wasn't, it was a baby bag because I didn't read the label. These are the taco flavored ones, but they basically look like and taste like Doritos. And there's 19 grams of protein in this one. They're baked. They don't taste baked. And they're gluten-free, so my daughter can have them. So I got these in the ranch ones, but they're really good. So yay for snacking healthy at least, right? Okay, everything melted. I have no idea. Definitely need more butter in this. For sure. I'm gonna mix it up because everything probably like melted down into one section. You can definitely smell the sun-dried tomatoes. I didn't put a lot in, so we need way more butter. Put like another tablespoon in there. And then we're gonna do pepper, salt. And I think I'm gonna add a seasoning that I have. It's this garlic and spicy seasoning blend. It's from Trader Joe's. It's actually almost gone. I have to get more. But I love it. I put it in all my pasta. And we're just gonna mix her up. Probably should just put the lid on it and shake it, honestly. All right, I'm gonna try it without cheese first to see if it needs anything else. Actually, you know what? That's pretty good. Cool. All right. The butter is dairy-free. It's plant butter. Does that make it healthier? I don't know. But we're gonna add a tad more of that in, and then the cheese. And then we can finally go sit down. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day, and I am so sorry that I kind of fell off yesterday. I ended up like, I don't know, like I just got unmotivated halfway through the day, and I ended up like playing Animal Crossing for like the rest of the day. I got kind of hyper focused because I was trying to get specific types of characters, or villagers I should say, on my new island. And I ended up going to a treasure island and getting like a bunch of Nook Miles tickets because I was unable to get villagers from the TIs. So I did that, and then I spent all night literally going to different mystery islands trying to find the characters I wanted. I did not get one character that I wanted. I was very, very sad. However, I digress. So it is still way too cold to go walking. I was gonna try and like put my big girl panties on and go for a walk in the cold, but it is 11 degrees outside with a wind chill of 1. I am not going out there. Like, I felt bad for my kids having to walk to the bus this morning, and then the boys outside waiting for the bus.
Well, they weren't really outside waiting, but like when the bus pulls up, they have to wait at the end of the driveway. It's too freaking cold. It's too dang cold. So I am making my breakfast right now. I look all disheveled because I am gonna take a shower. So I'm gonna take you guys through like my reset shower routine. I'm not gonna show you every little thing, but I'm gonna show you most of that. And then after I take a shower, I am gonna sit down with you guys and just talk about my ins and outs for the year. I did post it on my stories at the beginning of the year. So if you guys are on my Instagram and you follow my stories, you would have already seen it, but I'm gonna talk about that a little bit after I get out of the shower and like do like my morning shower routine. I just uploaded the switch video, so that's up. Like I said, that's linked down below for you guys if you want to watch it. So I took care of that first thing this morning, but I also need to do a little bit more TA stuff this morning or today, I should say. And then I want to update my journal, and there's a couple of appointments that I have to add into my planner as well. So I'm gonna take you guys through that, and like I said, my morning shower routine and just a couple of other things here and there, and then that'll be the end of this video. But mostly I just want to talk to you guys about my ins and outs and how we're like just resetting ourselves for the new year and for 2025. So I am going to finish making my breakfast and eat this really quick, and then we'll get on with the day. So cold. Okay guys, time check. It is now 9:51, just about 10 a.m. Really proud of myself that I got all of that done before 10 o'clock. I will admit though, there's one thing that I do in like my reset everything showers that I did not do today, and that is shave. One, I forgot to bring in like a replacement razor blade for my razor into the shower. And the one that was in there was really bad, so I wasn't about to use that. And two, timing was more important to me today than quality, I guess. Not necessarily, because I still did everything else. But, you know, you guys saw everything I did. I showed you like my Tree Hut sugar scrub. I use that to like rub on my feet and my legs just to get rid of all of the dry skin. I did my face cleanser, which I haven't done in weeks because I felt like it was making me break out. But then all day yesterday, I just kept breaking out. Like I kept finding acne after acne after acne. So today I decided to do it. So you guys saw like everything else that I normally do in those reset showers. I showed you my moon shower spray. Love that stuff. That's from, that is actually from a company called Truly. I used to be a brand ambassador for them, but I stopped doing it because, it's just so expensive. So, yeah, that's from, you can get those online and you can get them, I believe Ulta sells it. I just don't know if they sell that spray. That you might only be able to get online. Maybe you can find it on Amazon too. I'm not sure, but
I am talking way too much. We got everything. My hands are nice and smooth. I love it. So we got everything that I wanted to get done in my reset shower. So that's all set. You guys got to follow me along with my whole routine for that. And now I'm sitting down at my work desk, not my planning desk, but at my work desk. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my ins and outs for the year. Okay, so I'm just grabbing my iPad so I can have the list in front of me, and I'm going to put it up on the screen right here. So if I seem like I'm a little off to the right, that's why. So I started doing the in and out thing last year. A few friends of mine in the planner community and like just in the journaling community and people that I've like met online, this is something that they love doing. They've been doing it for a few years, and I decided to try it out last year. And this is not like a required list, okay, y'all? This is just everything that you want to try and focus on and not focus on in that year. And I actually checked off quite a bit in 2024, and I didn't even realize that I was doing it because 2024 was like a real lull for me. It was like a lull year. Even though like it's so hard to explain because after we found out we weren't moving to Florida, I kind of like plummeted my mental health. But it's weird because like at the same time, even though I was like really sad and frustrated and angry, I still curated like the best summer and fall that I have in years. So I don't know how that ended up working out. I think I'm just putting it to my spirit guides and fate because I don't know. So it was kind of weird. So then when I went back to look at my ins and outs and check off everything for 2024, I couldn't believe how much I actually checked off. So it made me feel really good. And I decided that I wanted to do it again this year. So I have a pretty big in list. Let's just get into it. So 2025 ins: sleep better, less scroll time, and more focused. I scrolled so much this past year. Like, I'm not even including like just doing my social media, my content creation work, but like just like scrolling. I love going online for like inspirational content, funny content when I'm just feeling crappy, recipes. I love like just searching recipes all the time, which is fine. But when I'm doing it for 3 hours straight, that's not really okay. So less scroll time, more focused. Track finances better. I'm already off to a crappy start. Don't even get me started. Walking 2 times a week. I walked once so far this year, and this is the second week that I was going to walk, and it is blistering cold outside right now. As I was saying to you guys earlier in the video, it just hasn't, the way that my body works is once like 1 o'clock rolls around, I'm like unusable. I'm lucky I managed to pull together dinner because I am such a morning person, and I get like this burst of like productivity in the morning, unless I'm feeling really crappy. But normally I get like this burst from like the time I wake up till about 12 o'clock. And I'm like, go, go, go. And then once like afternoon time comes around, I just hit a slump. And for me to like get out and go walking when it's warmer or once my husband gets home, I just don't have the energy to do it, or the willpower. I don't have the willpower to get up and do it then. And then on top of that, mornings is just ideal time for walking for me because it sets the tone for my day. So if I don't get out in the morning to walk, it's just not happening. So I'm giving myself a little bit of grace right now because it is so cold. You know, eventually I have to stop using it as an excuse and just do it. If I had a Peloton or a walking pad here, I would be doing it here at home. I'd be throwing on a Disney walk video on YouTube, and I would just be walking on that. But I don't have that. I suppose I could just walk in place. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you guys have tried to do. Maybe I'll do that. I have looked into like sitting yoga too, because I have migraines, vertigo, bad knees. I also have IBS, so like certain movements mess with my stomach. It's a mess. It's a mess. But anyway, next, eating healthier. So what that basically just means is I just want to eat better. I don't want to eat less. I'm not going like full like vegetarian, vegan, only fruits and vegetables. No, I still am going to have balance to my life because I love food. I'm a huge foodie, but I would like to try and get into some healthier eating habits. Upload more to YouTube. So I want to upload more on here. I haven't been off to the greatest start because I have been focusing on job hunting and catching up on travel agency things. But once that kind of dies down a little bit, I'll be able to put my mind to work and come up with some great content for the future, and then be able to record it throughout the month and then get it uploaded. So just hang with me there on that, you guys. But I would like to upload more here on YouTube. And then I have my Universal Florida vacation on my in list. It's happening, like it's gonna happen. I don't know how. Money-wise, we might end up barely eating on the trip or not getting any souvenirs. I talked a little bit about this on my Instagram stories, but flights for the 6 of us are absolutely insane. And we might end up driving just because we're not gonna be able to afford it. Plus, a good chunk of this vacation is coming out of our tax returns, and our tax returns are not as much as I thought they were gonna be. So we're working through that right now too. At least one Disney trip. I don't know if that's going to happen. Dan and I really want to get there before the Universal trip, even if it's just one night, honestly, you guys, just to hit all of the things that are going away. There is so much leaving in 2025. I don't know when like certain things are closing, at what dates, what times, what month, but the sooner we can get there, the better. So I have been trying to find like really cheap flights and like really cheap date to like get down there and just stay one night. And we would leave like first thing early in the morning and then come back late at night the next day. So we have kind of two sort of full days. But so far it hasn't happened just because of other financial obligations. So I don't know, guys. More TA growth. That is, a desire, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Taking steps towards moving to Florida. I am really hoping that within the next year or two, that is going to happen. There are a lot of things I need to figure out, put in place, people to talk to in order for this to happen. But if not, it won't be, we won't be moving for another 4 years. So regardless, I do want to continue my research with that and see how that moves forward. My poetry book. I want to work on my poetry book and have that possibly published by September or October of this year. At-home date nights with Dan. I want to do like, we sit down and we watch movies and TV together. We do YouTube together. We'll both sit on the couch and do our video gaming and stuff. But I want to like make it like an actual plan, like an actual routine. Like, okay, we're going to do this together. We're going to play this game together. We're going to watch this YouTube video and take notes for this. We're going to make this dinner. Like, I want there to be like an actual planned night, because otherwise it's just going to feel like every other night. You know what I mean? But I would like to do that. Maybe something even creative, like a spa night. If I can get him to do that, that'd be fun. I do want to continue to try and read more into 2025. That was an in for last year. And I read a little bit. I read 2 books. Woo! I'm not really a book person, but I'm trying to be. And I have 3 other books that I haven't even touched yet that I want to read. So that is still on the in list for this year. Trying new meals at home. I would like to try some new recipes this year. Travel around New England more. I would like to get out and do some more New England stuff. Maybe go to Boston overnight. Maybe do North Conway, New Hampshire with the kids. I put gaming. I do want to keep going with the gaming thing. I don't know if it's going to take off. I don't know if it's going to stick, but right now I'm really loving it and I want to keep that in my life. It's just been a new fun hobby that I've curated for myself, and I want to keep that going. I'll continue to put myself first more often and stand up for myself more. So this past year in 2024, I started like allowing myself to not feel guilty about things. Like, it's okay if I feel this way. It's okay if I want this or if I don't want that. It's okay if I say no for me to someone else. However, there were things that happened and moments and conversations where I just said, it's not worth my energy. And I don't mind that mindset. Like, it's a good mindset to have, especially if it keeps your anxiety at bay and continues to bring peace into your life. However, I don't want to do it so often that I become dismissive and like lose this kind of self-worth that I've created for myself this past year. And I need to stand up for myself more, specifically to certain people. But it's a hard thing for me to do because I've always been the type of person that just lets go to keep the peace and doesn't like to cause waves. I don't want to do anything that's going to trigger my anxiety, but I also don't want to become like completely avoidant either and not acknowledge me and myself. So we will see how that goes. All right. And then we're going to get into the outs for this year. It's a very small list. I was going to try and like come up with a few more things, but honestly, I'm kind of okay with where I'm at right now for the most part. So outs for 2025. Constant piles of laundry. I hate laundry. Hit the like button if you also hate laundry. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. But it's causing issues in the house. We also have a washing machine that does not work. It's awful. We can't wash like large loads and we're a 6-person household. It's constantly breaking and freezing. We're having to reset it. We have to do small loads. It's a pain in the butt. And that has created piles of laundry, excessive piles, specifically mine. Dan helps when he can. He'll help. Like if I start a load of laundry, he'll finish it. And he does his own laundry. He helps with the twin stuff. But between me and my daughter specifically, there's just laundry constantly. Oh, and towels. Can't tell you. I hate washing towels. But I really want to do better at that. And like get in the habit of washing it before it gets out of control, folding it before it sits too long. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So there will be a day where I probably will go to the laundromat, take care of like the 4 piles or 5 piles that I have sitting in the bedroom right now and just bang it all out in one day and then start fresh. That's the goal. Another out, holding myself back. This one's a tough one for me to talk about, but basically I feel like there are things in my life where there are moments in my life this past couple of years where I was like, okay, I'm going to do the thing. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay committed and I'm going to get it done. And then something happens where I talk myself out of it or I try to justify not doing it anymore. And I want to try to not do that this year. I feel like I get in my own way and get in my own head so much. And I allow outside things to get to me too. And I have to try and just drown out that noise and drown out my own anxiety too. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD as well. So imagine anxiety voices, ADHD voices, outside judgments. Like it's so hard to drown out the noise. But I want to try and not do that this year, or at least not as bad. Chips. Okay, I love chips, but they're so salty and I think they're so fatty. I need to find a replacement for chips, like legitimate chips, like the snack chips, like any type of chips. I love chips. I love chips and dip. I love chips and hummus. I love flavored chips. I just love chips. It is my go-to snack. It's also my husband's go-to snack, which makes it harder. But I want to really try and find a replacement for them. I'm trying the Quest protein chips. They're a lot better for you and they have high protein in them. I tried the first bag the other day. They're really good. I don't know if it upset my tummy. I'm not sure if that's what's upsetting my tummy or if it's the eggs that I've been eating in the morning. But the last few days, my tummy hasn't been great. So Let me know if anybody has stomach issues, IBS, Crohn's, colitis. If you have issues with eggs or like things with heavy seasoning on them, can you like throw down in the comments what other alternatives you seek out? But I want to try and find a good replacement for chips. I don't want to snack on chips so much. Being broke every week. That's real life for you. I know this sounds like an exaggeration and it's very generalistic, but by the end of every pay week, we may have $10 in our bank account. So I don't know what I got to do to fix that, but we're going to fix it. It's not going to happen right away, but I really want to try and not allow that to happen. I have to get in the habit of just not ordering out and spending so much freely. Falling asleep after midnight. I am not getting good sleep at all. Like I will get tired like around 8, 9 o'clock. And then we put the boys to bed. And then I sit down and I have my me time and then I'm wide awake. And now I'm laying in bed scrolling. Yeah, so and then I'm lying in bed scrolling until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Like not okay. All right, and then the next one is procrastinating. Y'all, this one's such a doozy. I have been, in 2024, I was a chronic procrastinator. Honestly, I still am. I'm bringing it into 2025 with me. It's not good. But at least I feel like I am. I don't know. I gotta stop procrastinating. Procrastinating in small things, procrastinating in big things, procrastinating in long-term goals. Like, I don't know. I know that I have mental health issues. Okay. And I allow myself grace. I do. There's nothing wrong with that. You should allow yourself grace. But I feel like by the end of 2024, I was giving myself so much grace to the point where it was actually hurting me and not helping me because things were going undone. I was forgetting about things that I shouldn't have been forgetting about. I think my plan, maybe next month in February, I'm going to create a new alarm clock schedule for myself and literally set alarms for almost everything. So we'll see. We'll see if that works. I need to stop procrastinating with my career, with the move, with my life. I need to stop procrastinating with laundry. There's just a lot of things, big and small. So that's a big one. And then the last thing on my list for my outs for 2025 is fear of letting people down and the outcomes of the outcome of something happening will be. I don't want to dive too much into this because it'll end up being another 20-minute long video. And this kind of goes into the holding myself back thing too, because I will get to a point where I'm afraid of, I'm just afraid of letting someone down. Even if it's somebody that I don't need permission from, like, I don't need approval from, like, they're not even that important to my mental health and my daily life, but I let them affect me. Like, I go into my mind, like, my mindset is, well, I can't do that because if I do that, then it's going to affect this person maybe in a negative way. And then like my husband will be like, but they don't matter. They're not who's important here. And I'd be like, but they're still involved. And it's like, I think of like the trickle effect with every decision I make, even when I shouldn't be thinking about that person, I am. And then in domino effect with that also creates an outcome that maybe I didn't want. I made the decision to people please and to think about the other person before myself, but then the outcome of that is not what I wanted. So I need to try and find a way to work through that this year. And that's definitely a long-term one for sure. So those are my ins and outs for 2025. Let me know if you guys created an in and out list for yourself down in the comments. Let me know like what some of your ins and outs are for the coming year, for this year. And so that is going to do it for this vlog. I'm sorry I had to carry it over into 2 days, but like I said yesterday, just kind of get the best of me a little bit. But I'm glad we were able to finish on a high note, and I am really looking forward to diving into all of my goals and all of these behind the scenes things more often for myself and with you guys throughout the year, and sharing in any adventures that we go on, and planning, of course, will continue. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. All right, y'all, until the next one, happy planning and stay magical. Bye.